seeing, we're dealing with someone that we simply cannot trust. There is no doubt the relationship has worsened. He tried again to muck around in our elections this last month, and we are seeing a continued effort along those lines.
Defense Secretary James Mattis there with our own Bret Baier, harshly criticizing Russian President Vladimir Putin amid rising tensions between the U.S. and Russia. So where does the Trump-Putin relationship stand, and should the U.S. draw a red line here? Fox News contributor Daniel Hoffman is a former CIA station chief. He served in Moscow. He joins us now to weigh in. Good morning, Daniel.
Morning.
So how do you and I spoke, I recall, about a week ago before the G20 summit, and you were saying it'd be a bad idea to cancel the Trump-Putin meeting altogether over Ukraine, that it was time to sit down and hash this out. Instead, they didn't have a formal meeting, but they met on the sidelines, which happens a lot. What's the bottom line to you about where this relationship stands?
Well, you know, that meeting on the sidelines, that was Vladimir Putin, KGB operative in the Kremlin, seeking to influence more, of course, than inform. He was trying to portray Russia's military aggression against Ukraine, where they fired upon and seized vessels and sailors, as a Ukrainian provocation. I mean, that's the height of hypocrisy, even by Putin's standards. So there's a lot of work, I think, yet to be done, countermeasures to be taken, and a public rebuke, as you said.
And so do you think the president is doing enough to show he's going to be tough on Putin?
I think it's too early to tell. I think the president felt clearly like that wasn't the right place to be engaging with Putin publicly. I think we'll probably see some public statements down the road, not only from the president, but from the key members of his administration. All
right, let's move to another important international story, which is Saudi Arabia. There's now a report that there are CIA intercepts that are part of the CIA's assessment. You used to work there. You know all about this. Their assessment that the Saudi Crown Prince targeted that Washington Post columnist. On the other hand, you have Secretary of State Mike Pompeo doing an interview with our colleague Wolf Blitzer over at CNN, saying there's no direct evidence tying the Crown Prince to the murder. Is he splitting hairs there, or does Pompeo have a point?
Secretary Pompeo has a point. The CIA makes analytical judgments with low, medium, and high levels of confidence, and based on the intelligence, they determined that it was with a medium to high level of confidence that Mohammed bin Salman did order the killing of Khashoggi. But there's no such thing as certainty. We get to near certainty for lethal operations. So this is really over to the policymakers to debate how they want to incorporate human rights into our foreign policy. It's a great challenge, historically a great challenge for us.
And the president's critics have been saying that, you know, the CIA has said, they've suggested with certainty that the Crown Prince was behind it. To your point, it's not as clear cut, and the president has been saying our relationship, obviously, with the Saudis is complicated. Before we leave, I want to ask you about former President George H.W. Bush. He, of course, was the CIA director. As we know, you served there a long time. What was your interaction with him?
Well, when I began at CIA, the senior CIA officials at the time had served under President Bush's extraordinary leadership when he was director CIA. And they used to describe not only his acumen for the art of intelligence, but also just how gracious he was and what a great leader he was. He used to visit our ops center, people doing 24/7 shift work, late at night to thank them for their work. And it was really that ethos of caring for people that carried on to my generation. We remembered President Bush fondly, sympathy to his family.
We saw that at every level and every job he had. Daniel Hoffman, we appreciate you coming in.